if you can just pick a spot so we can look at you.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on one second. Let's turn this light on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by Kenneth Sims Jr. Big upset Saturday night. And really, we just want to know, did you think it was an upset? First and foremost, thank you for joining the show, especially waking up early. You're on Mario's time. Mario is actually in Corpus, and you're also in Texas, right? You're in Texas? That's why you're in Central?
Nah, I'm in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Sorry. All right, well, it's still Central time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for getting up early with us. We appreciate that.
And we'll just give a real quick background information. 16-2-1 Kenneth Sims Jr., aka Boss Man, out of Chicago, Illinois. He did debut back in 2014. So it's weird, Kenneth, because when I started covering the sport, it was a couple years, and then you came and debuted, and I always your name was it had clout to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like people expected great stuff from you, and so it's weird now because it's like you have the experience, you know what I mean? Like, but it's just the fact that I've been covering you for so long, since the very beginning when you started. So it's a little weird to think of it like that. It makes me feel old, so that's really what it is.
So Kenneth, man, I gotta ask, when the fight was offered with Elvis Rodriguez, what was your initial reaction?
Actually, they offered me to fight before, but they tried to offer it to me with like 2 weeks notice, and I'm like, nah, I'm too smart for that. I ain't going.
Wow,
nice.
How long ago was that?
That was maybe in like December.
Wow. So did you already start thinking about him in December? Did you automatically feel in December you could beat him?
Yeah. I told him, I said to give me the right amount of time, give me time to like
train,
have a camp, and we good.
But you always knew you would beat him.
Yeah, me and Coach K and my dad, we said if we got time to train for him, and it's cool. We good. Like when they called this time, they called and told me the date, and that was like 8-9 weeks away. As soon as they said, I said, okay, let's go.
Wow.
All right. So let me ask you, because you were a 25-1 dog. Please tell me somebody made money betting on you and your family or something.
My family, my friends, everybody.
Damn, that's what's up, man.
That's great, man.
One of
that's
my
great.
callers, he went to the Nationals in Shreveport. His name is Bruce. I don't remember the last name, but he's from Chicago. He put 75 on you, made 750. He told us too, but the thing is, I'm Dominican, so I was riding. I'm riding with Rodriguez and shit, and he made 750 off you. That's some bread.
So my homeboys put one of my guys from the gym, one of the guys that be around the gym, he bet 2,000. He made 20. Oh
my God! Wow, he made 20.
They said somebody. So at the Mirage, right? Wow. My family went and put in a bet. They said somebody bet 20K on me.
Wow.
Yo,
Lord. That's insane. That's they came up. They came
200.
up. Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yo,
that's awesome.
The only one that ever did something like that, remember, was Jason Litzau. He took a
who did he beat?
He beat Celestino Caballero and took a
Caballero, yeah.
He took a second mortgage out on his house, put that 75,000 on himself, and beat Jason Litzau. And beat Celestino Caballero. That shit was insane.
That's beautiful.
So what was it?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What was it about? Because, man, I thought he was going to be a champ, man.
That's what I was going to ask.
You just derailed my Dominican dreams of another champion. Like, what was it about him that you knew you could beat him?
It was just, I just was confident in myself, for real. Like, it's like the situation I'm in now with the training and the group I'm around, with the nutrition, everything. I feel like I could be anybody I get in there with now. So like, and then I've been watching him since that first time they called in December. Like, I've been watching maybe almost every day. If I don't watch a whole fight, I watch like a clip.
Nice.
I'm just watching. I'm seeing stuff, And then like even the fights he won, I just saw when people use the jab, they gave him problems. Like the last fight, the guy used the jab. The first 2 rounds he did good, and then it was another fight. I'm trying to think what fight was it. The Cameron Creel fight. Even though he stopped him, like the first Cameron Creel was using the jab and throwing him off a little bit. Like it was making him keep his hands at home. So that was the thing I saw. Like if I'm jabbing, like on the fight, I wasn't trying to land a jab a lot of the times. I was just trying to throw it, and to see if he'd let me keep his hands at home. And after the first round, when I was throwing a jab, and he let me, it stopped him from doing anything. I was like, oh, all right, I'm good.
So the one thing that I do have to bring up, the one negative from the fight was one of the judges, I think it was Chris Miglior, I can't remember how to say his name, scored it a draw. Yeah. That was terrible. It was
fight like 7 times already.
And so what? I mean, I know it's a dumb question to just say. I mean, what'd you think? Obviously, it was bullshit. But was there any part of you that going into the fight that was like, yo, I gotta win by like 8 rounds because this dude, he's the big prospect, and the judges tend to favor those guys.
That's why I did what I did in the 7th round when I was boxing, and then I switched it. That's why I did that. I was like, I feel like I'm winning, but I need to put some
separate yourself.
So like I'm in control. Like I'm doing what I want to do.
You accomplished that for sure.
So Kenneth, what is your promotional situation?
We gotta talk about that. We supposed to talk about that Friday. So
with Top Rank.
I ain't under contract with no promoter right now, so
wow.
We had stuff in place talking to Top Rank about it before this fight. So
and,
we just
can you confirm? Are you with K Kimura or? I'm probably messing up his name. I mess up everybody's name. So you with Coach K, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're with James Prince?
Nah. I was with James Prince like in the beginning of my career. I'm with
I remember that.
Yeah, I'm with RBE. It's they just started. I'm really the first person they working with. It's Kevin. Y'all might know Kevin Smalls. Emmanuel Savoy, and then my uncle Ed. He always been doing everything for me. So
he's been with you from the start when you turned pro, right? Yeah, I remember.
He handled everything for me since I was like 12 years old.
So how'd you connect with K?
I knew K since I was like 15 years old, 16 years old.
Amateurs, I'm assuming, right? Because he was a coach.
Yeah. So after when I lost, I just knew like I needed to do something because it's not really the training. I mean, it's the training because Coach K, he a teacher, so it's also like it's like a family. So it's the group that we're around. It's a lot of us, like, and everybody like got the same goal. Like I was training at home, it was just me. Like I beat everybody up in the gym, and like that ain't helping me. So when I went out there, I'm sparring, and everybody like.
And just let the world know, because obviously being with Coach K, I mean, depending on what kind of sparring you're doing, you can be sparring guys like Jared Hurd, Shakur Stevenson.
Jared Hurd, Shakur Stevenson.
Joshua Greer trains there.
Keyshawn Davis,
right.
Duke, Roy, Shakur. It's a whole bunch of people.
Let me ask
y'all
you
like
now.
that's like the Yankees of boxing, or like the fucking Lakers of boxing. That's crazy. That team is.
Let me ask you, Kenneth, what do you think is gonna happen, and are you going to take your next fight according to K's schedule? Because he's taken 3 of your stablemates that are pro back to the amateurs for the Tokyo game, so they're gonna be far away. Will you not fight?
I ain't fighting if K ain't there.
Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear that.
Yeah, I ain't fighting if K ain't there.
Well, you ain't gonna get something. I mean, you're not planning on getting something in within the next couple months, right?
Yeah, I got a pregnant girlfriend upstairs. I ain't been here the whole time that she been pregnant. I've been in camp, so I
gotta
be
so
around.
that the timing kind of works out then, in a sense. Like he's gonna be busy, and you got family priorities. So
now, how long is like how many months off are you looking to take because of the pregnancy and obviously like when do you see yourself back in camp?
I'm only taking a week off from training. I'm gonna start back training, going to the gym with my dad, just to stay loose. But I don't know. Whenever K called me to come back to camp, but with me, I don't really take a lot of time off anyway. Like I'm always doing something, like because I like to stay in shape. Like even if I ain't boxing, I go play basketball every day. I stay in, make sure I'm in some type of shape no matter what.
Nice. Yeah, man. Francis, what's up, man? Francis is from Canada, but he's right now.
His comp froze up.
Oh, he's frozen. Right now he's in Milwaukee handling some business. We got our first event. First event in Watertown, Wisconsin, June 12th. But Kenneth, man, such a great win, man. And it's good to hear that you're in that camp, man. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because when Andy was looking for training, I mean Andy Ruiz Jr., the former unified first Mexican heavyweight champion, I was always recommending Canelo. The fact that he went there, I feel like an oracle, but I felt like being around all those world champions, potential world champions, Ryan with his fan base, Canelo being so popular, it was only going to elevate Andy. And I feel like that's what's happened with you over there in Coach K. But could you speak on that? Because there's fighters and, dads that listen to this show that have sons that are amateurs. And, I just feel like the situation you're in, or like a Robert Garcia situation where it's multiple world-class fighters, it pushes you to be better, is what I believe. But, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Nah, it's absolutely correct. Like, when we in the gym doing what we running, everybody, I feel like a big part of us, I think, is mostly everybody is like super competitive. So the workouts is like I want to win the workout, really. Like every time, it's like want to win the workout, even though we ain't like boxing each other. If we running, everybody be like, I want to win. I don't like it because I don't like to lose. Don't nobody like to lose. That's what us like. So we push each other, and then people talk trash. So we get that. So
that's the mentality, right? It's like even though y'all are a team, there is a competitive nature throughout. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's competitive with everything. Like
y'all could be playing foosball and y'all are gonna be trashy. Yeah. Okay.
Let me ask you. Did you expect more promotion post fight from Top Rank on their social media or YouTube, or what you received you think was enough?
No, I didn't get that no thought. I was just focused on the fight. I didn't think about that at all. And when I won, I was just like, I was too excited to really think about that. So I ain't really it didn't cross my mind until you just said it. But
well, they did put your win on social media. They did, but I had a feeling that you weren't with them. Like I was pretty sure that you weren't so I thought what they did was showcase who won. You know what I mean? And
I'm not under contract with them, so I ain't really.
So you didn't expect it?
I wasn't expecting like a big old thing. Like what they would have did if he won. Like I wasn't expecting that.
Are you looking to be in a situation, or would you rather remain free doing what you're doing the way you're doing it now?
I mean, it's always option. I mean, it's always crossing my mind. Of course, we gotta. My uncle texted me yesterday. We supposed to have a conference call Friday just to talk stuff out, hash stuff out.
Because you're at 140, and obviously Top Rank has all the
Yeah,
belts.
they all the belts on.
But do you think, like, let's be real, man? I mean, you know Terrence, right? I feel like I seen you post a picture that you sparred Terrence too, right?
Yeah, that's like my big brother. But
all right, then. So, are you really gonna sign with the dude that can't get Terrence a fight?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. We gotta talk. Gotta talk about that.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, the difference there is obviously this: when you sit down and you talk to your peoples, just remember that the difference between you and Terrence is the belts are with this alleged promoter that you may sign with. I just, at the end of the day, you're still a slick black fighter, man. Are they gonna give them to you?
And despite the fact that all the belts are on that side, I mean, on the PBC side, you got a 140-pounder who might not be having a shot at the belt, but he's getting a shot at Tank, which is kind of a belt in itself. You know what I mean? So there are opportunities on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I see him far from a Tank opportunity, though.
No, that's true, but I'm just saying that they are finding things to do with their 140-pounders despite all the belts being on the other side.
Do you watch the sport, Kenneth?
Oh yeah, I watch all boxing. I don't miss nothing.
Who's your favorite fighter to watch?
Right now?
Yep.
Oh, Canelo.
Second?
Nice.
I don't count Bud because that's like my homeboy, so I don't never like count my homeboys when I say who my favorite people to watch is because they automatically always like watch. So
it's like being a fan of your brother or something.
Yeah. So I say Canelo was first. That's the only really person besides the people that I'm cool with that I like. Like I make sure like I'm gonna pay it close attention. Canelo been my favorite fighter for a while though.
If you was in the Barrios situation, Mario Barrios, the regular champion at the WBA at 140. And you was fighting Tank, would he be making a mistake fighting you? Do you look at him as a small guy or too small for the division, or you think he's gonna do well at 140?
I think he's small for 140. He could punch though, so that's always a help. But I think he's small for 140. I don't think he gonna stay at 140 either though. I don't think so either. No, he's jumping around. He just trying to, I don't think he's gonna stay at 140. But the Barrios, I don't think it's gonna be a cakewalk for Tank that fight.
Yeah, me neither.
Could you beat Tank at 140?
I think I could beat anybody at 140.
What did you think of Josh Taylor, the undisputed champion versus Romero?
I watch it. I ain't see it.
You haven't seen it?
Nah, because my family was pulling me and right after I fought, so I ain't get to.
Definitely.
That was y'all's main event for sure. So
I ain't get to.
Yo, let me ask you real quick. To go back to the fight real quick, because there was a question I wanted to ask. You did something that I didn't expect, but it worked beautifully, switching to southpaw. You did it a handful of times that were so opportune, and I felt like it really threw Elvis off, especially when he was trying to land power shots off the jab. Was that something that you did specifically targeting like Elvis? Did you think that was going to work, or is that something that's part of your repertoire? Because I don't remember seeing you switch to southpaw that much.
That's something I do like all the time. Like
all the time?
I fought some of my fights like strictly southpaw.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing that since I was a kid. But with him, the day before the fight, honestly, I was in my head. I was thinking like, I kept saying, "Am I gonna start southpaw or right-handed start?" I couldn't decide.
Oh wow! So there was a possibility you were gonna start the fight like that. Because I think it was the fourth round. Yeah, I remember you. Right? Yeah, the fourth round. I remember you switching.
I was in the locker room trying to decide if I was going.
Wow. Okay.
Southpaw or right-handed.
All right, we got some questions from the people. We're going to go out to our YouTube memberships. We got KDDR7989 who says, congrats on the win, Kenneth Sims Jr. Thanks for coming on TBV, the best boxing podcast in the world. After getting a name like that under your belt, what are your goals and what would you like to accomplish in the next 12 months?
I want to get closest I can get to a world title. If I don't get the world title, that's the ultimate goal for everything, is to get that world title.
And we have Brandon in Cincinnati, Ohio, on our Patreon that says, did the pressure of you having a documentary on your life have a negative effect on your career? Great win, champ.
Nah. That the documentary, I feel like it had a positive. So it got my name out there, even though I hadn't fought. So I feel like positive, and it's nominated for an Emmy now. So
yep.
Wow, congratulations!
I saw that. Yeah,
Hey.
Congratulations. I thought it was a great film. I thought the director, it was really good. It's really good.
Thank you.
Definitely. We still got some more. Looks like we got James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas. He says, first of all, congratulations on the win, champ. Question, would you like the Montana Love rematch, or have you moved past that draw? We love Montana Love, by the way.
I moved past it after Saturday, honestly, but I'd take that anytime. But yeah, I would kind of like, I feel like I won that fight anyway, like hands down, I won that. So, but of course, I always try to get rid of that blemish. But
do you
I feel like I got bigger stuff to do now.
That's what I was about to say. Do you think giving him the rematch, or getting the rematch, because it's not really giving him, he would be giving it to you, but I mean, yours was just draw, so it would be you giving him a rematch, but you have already kind of moved above him. I think he's still like,
he just fought Cameron Krill.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he just fought Cameron Krill, who Elvis, beat. So
yeah,
it's like a step back to me. And that's probably the wrong word, because I do like Montana Love, but at the same time, I think this win for sure.
Yeah. He's actually an entertainer, man. A fight with him, he can make it big. He's a pretty good entertainer. But moving on, we got Matt Bent in Kansas City, who says, how do you mentally prepare for a fight? Do you meditate? Do you do visualization of the fight, for seeing it in your head?
Yeah, I visualize the fight all the time. Like for this fight, when I was shadowboxing, I always in my head I put Elvis in front of me when I was shadowboxing, or when I was in the bag or something. Like I always visualized anything that could happen. And then when I was laying in my room, the hotel room in Vegas, I was just thinking about stuff that would happen in the fight, like just thinking about it the whole time.
We got King Amin of Essex in New Jersey that says, peace, champ, and congrats on your big win. What's the biggest impact that your environment, including your relationship with your dad, family, and friends, have had on your career? Have they kept you focused and motivated?
Yeah, that's my family really like the biggest thing that keeps me motivated, honestly. It's because in the interview before I said like, I don't just do this for me. Like the goal of making this in boxing is not just for me, it's for my parents. Like they are people that put me in this. Like my dad put me in the boxing. I hated boxing when I was a kid. I ended up falling in love with it, but I hated it. And just them supporting me no matter what is part of like why I go so hard. Like, they support me no matter what, and they always make sure they tell me verbally like, we got you, we believe in you no matter what, as long as you putting your best out. Like they tell me.
That's beautiful.
That's amazing, man. Congratulations, man. Rue in the 504 New Orleans says, did you have a feeling Elvis was overlooking you?
Yeah, I think so. And he was kind of getting on my nerves the fight week. He was like being like real cocky, and it was like dude, like even at the weigh-in, he was like, when we was doing a little face-off, people don't want to break the stare. It's like a little thing, and I wouldn't break the stare, and he's just like, fuck you. I was like,
oh shit.
Yeah, that's what he said. And I was like, all right. And then I was gonna shake his hand the way, and like, it's a sport. Like, we got to fight anyway. Ain't no point in me being mad. Like, we got to fight anyway. But he walked up. I'm like, all right. Then after the fight, if you pay attention, I tried to dap him up, like, show him some love before the decision was announced. He ain't really.
Damn, so a loser, huh?
Yeah. Then we was in the back by the doctor, and I was about to do it again, and I was like, man, I just want to forget that. I ain't.
Yeah, word.
Yeah. Damn. Wow.
Damn. So like that. So that, how you doing, man? Can you hear me?
We
Am I
hear
live
you.
and
We
direct?
hear you.
What's going on, man? This is Francis from Canada, but right now I'm in Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? A little U.S. tour. But I wanted to ask you, like, when you seen that, like, what does that say? Can he bounce back having that type of attitude? Like, you know what I mean? How's the bounce back for you? Like, coming from you?
Yeah, I think he could bounce back. He can fight.
I mean, him still being young. I mean, his career is obviously he's gonna. But I'm talking about attitude-wise, he's gonna be able to get over that hurdle of being beat.
Yeah,
that might have to be so cocky.
Because he was kind of cocky. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that might hurt his ego because he was kind of cocky. But I could see that before I even like met him though. Like, just from videos and stuff, I could tell like he's a kind of cocky person.
Where would you rank his power at, man? Because you're in the gym with a lot of names. Like, is he strong for 140 pound, or was that all hype?
Nah, he got some pop. It ain't like nothing I ain't never. It wasn't like a, oh my God, nothing. Like, in the first round, he called me, and I was like, oh, that's it. All right, I'm good. That's why I wasn't moving a lot. I'm like, because I could have even like moved and just made him not catch me, like not touch me. But I was like, I don't gotta move. It ain't no like no power where I'm like, oh my God, every time he touched my gloves or something, like.
So, do you spar Shakur?
Oh yeah, me and Shakur sparred for this fight. Like, the first half of camp, that's the only person I sparred with. We was doing like 11, 12 rounds straight, just me and him.
Because he's a southpaw.
Yeah.
Now, explain that to me, right? Because, like, I mean, just looking at Shakur, I would say technically he's a lot more skilled than Elvis, but Elvis is a bigger puncher, bigger fighter. So how does that help you? Just so we learn.
It just so I sparred with Shakur like the first couple weeks in camp, and then I started sparring with bigger guys like middleweights. Like, after that, and when I spar with Shakur, I gotta stay sharp. Like, me and him, we make each other think, so we gotta stay sharp. So when I switch back to sparring with like the bigger guys that's not as sharp, it's like they moving in slow motion, like I see. Okay. So that's how it was in the fight. Like, with Elvis, like, it's not like the punch is not as sharp. They ain't coming off as quick. They're not coming off as crisp. So I see everything. That's
crazy. It's just interesting to me that so many people spar with Shakur, such a small guy, but they always got great things to say, like what they get out of the sparring. So that's amazing. How do you see that fight with him and Tank? Like, you ever see that fight happening? You think it'll happen? You think that'll happen?
I don't know if I see it happening, but I don't think, right now, I don't think nobody.
You froze up bad. You're going on us.
Right now, I don't think nobody can touch Shakur. It's because he's so defensively sound, like it's going to be hard to hit him. And y'all ain't seen it yet, but the little dude, he got some dog in him. Like, he like to fight.
Why do you think they haven't gotten him to fights then? Like, why do you keep putting him in with these dudes?
I don't know.
Now he about to fight some Nakatili. What?
He want him. He wanted the fights.
I know.
He wanted the fight.
I know he wanted that Warrington fight, man. I really wanted him to get that unification. That would have been good for his legacy.
He want Valdez right now.
I know that too, man. I don't think they're going to give him Valdez, though.
I don't think they want that, though.
You think they give him Valdez?
Nah, I don't think so.
Me neither.
Me neither. Valdez, I don't know. But we got one last one coming in from...
I think he demolished Valdez, too.
Scott.
Yeah, I think he beats him.
But what about the power? People ain't think Valdez was going to knock out Beltran, and he sure did flatten him.
Yeah, hit him.
Burchell.
Yeah, he got to hit him. He got to hit him. You got to hit him. That's hit and not be hit. That's the thing. Scott, the Christian fight fan, with the last question for you, Kenneth. He says, "What up, champ? Great performance last weekend. What weaknesses did you see in Elvis that you knew you could exploit right away in the fight?"
I knew his feet wasn't good, and I knew that.
What do you mean by that? Explain.
Just like he heavy on his feet.
Oh, so like flat-footed. He got to set up to throw the big power.
And if you notice, I wasn't giving him like space to like just come forward and get some momentum. Like I made sure like I'm not about to let you just steamroll and think you're just gonna come forward, because that's when you're gonna try to throw a lot of combinations. So I made sure I stood my ground.
Beautiful.
I bagged him up, so he don't like bagging up. I know he don't like backing up. He can't fight backing up. So that was one thing. And then, like I said, the jab was the main focus. Like even though he was a southpaw, I know the jab was the main thing. Like that's why the fight looked like that. It was because of the jab.
How did his manager treat you?
Oh, I don't. He didn't say nothing.
So okay, no. You know, maybe you like, I don't know his manager, but I did hear somebody in his camp consistently talking shit.
Yeah, I know who his manager is. Just because I do my research, I look everything up. And he was talking a lot. I seen in the interview on YouTube, they asked why he looked kind of flat his last fight. And he was like, I think we gained too much weight in between the fight, but we ready for this. And we gonna get a knockout. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right.
Yeah, because he's a bit of a character. He definitely does some of the talking for Elvis, and sometimes that's needed. But we got a question coming in from Donald Banks in Richmond, California. He says, Kenneth Sims Jr. put a boxing clinic on Elvis. Kenneth, you put the Beats by Dre on Elvis. Good work, bro. You did that. Flexing emoji, fist emoji. So, okay, just a statement.
Hey.
Just a statement. Kenneth, man, I want to thank you, obviously, for coming on. We look forward to interviewing you and seeing what the rest of your career pans out to be, man. Great win over one of my own, De Lo Mio, for sure. You got me sad over. You hear my tone of voice. It's like, damn. I thought we had one for real, man. You derailed them, man. But we wish you the best, man. And you know, when you got something, just inbox us, brother. We'll be happy to get you back on to break the news on the show, whoever you're fighting, whenever you're fighting. And also congrats on the pregnancy. Hope everything works out.
Okay. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Congrats, man. Thank you.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Kenneth Sims Jr., great win.
He gone. Damn.
Find him on Instagram and Twitter.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.